Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Amrit Ammu Photography. My name is Amrit and I'm a trained and certified newborn baby photographer based in Mumbai. In today's video, I'm really excited and looking forward to share with you about color theory, the use of color theory in photography, and this particular portion is exclusively covered in our newborn baby photography workshop in our studio. So really excited to bring to you this video wherein you can learn a lot and apply this for your own photo shoots when you're conducting them in your studio. So let's quickly get started in today's video without any further delay. We will talk about the baby photography styling. So each artist has their own unique taste, and each artist will have their own picks or own preferences, how they paint their picture, right? Similarly with photographers also, we all have our own unique tastes, and that's what is going to distinguish us from the others. Whatever you are going to create will be different than how I am going to create, because we are all artists and each artist will have their own kind of contribution to what they want their final art piece to look like. So this is what is actually baby photography styling also. So you try to create your own unique style in how you create your setup. Right? And in this, colors play an essential part. Why? Because photography is a visual representation of photos or of newborn photography or whichever genre. So photography field is a visual field. It's a visual representation of what you want to communicate, right? So over here, colors play an essential part, and the way we use these colors together with each other really will differentiate how your final outcome of the image looks like. So understanding colors and their use is also very important, right? Use of accessories, props on the setups also depend on the color scheme that you are choosing. So there are few different types of color schemes that are there, and as an artist, you will always have an inclination towards one particular color scheme, which means that you will always feel like using certain colors or color styles together. You might want to use pastels only. Maybe your preference is that, or maybe you want to use very bright colors or contrasting colors. That can also be your pick. So it can be the way you want to express your art, right? So that is very essential. And over here, when I talk about color scheme, there is something called as color theory which comes into picture. So you can use this color theory as part of creating different setups. You can take the guidance or the guidelines from this color theory when you are creating your setup or when you are bringing the colors together in a color scheme on your baby photography setups. So let me tell you in detail about this. This is a color wheel. It applies, the color wheel is there same in all parts of the world, and this is how it looks like. It is divided by two color tones. Can you see warm colors on this side and cooled colors on this side? And you can also see this is a diagram in which you can see that the colors are bifurcated. Few colors that are similar to each other are represented together, and which are contrasting are opposite to each other. Can you see that? Yes. And this whole pie is also having the same colors. It will have different shades, and this color wheel can really help you to create beautiful setup when it comes to baby photo shoot styling. Right? So let me show you. So this is a guide of the color wheel, and the colors that are opposite to each other, like yellow, green and red, violet, these are the contrasting colors. The colors that are adjacent to each other, they are called the analogous colors, and the colors that are in the same pie or the same block, they are called the monochrome colors. In this class, we only cover the three color schemes, that is the complementary, the analogous and monochrome, and that is enough for you to know when you are starting out to do the setup creation. Now let's talk about the use of color theory in photography. Color theory in photography is combining of the colors together so that they look harmonious when they are in use, right? It should look pleasing to the eyes, right? That's the main aim of it. So now I will tell you about the basics of color theory. Basically, there are three primary colors. You know about that, right? So there are three primary colors: red, green, blue, and photography is also made of these three main colors. That is RGB. Have you heard of RGB in Photoshop? Have you also heard CMYK? Like cyan, magenta, yellow, these are the printing press colors. So when you talk about the basics of color theory in photography, this is what you should know, that the main colors are red, green, blue, and the opposite colors to red, green, blue is cyan, magenta, yellow. Can you see? Red, green, and blue. And what are the opposite colors? Cyan means blue, so red ke opposite is blue, red ke opposite is blue. Cyan, yeah, cyan, and it's also called blue. Green ke opposite is magenta, right? Can you see? And yellow ke opposite is blue. Can you see? This is the basic of color theory when we are using it in photography. Now for setup creation, how you will use this color theory. So how to work with colors for setup curation when it comes to baby photo shoots. Now you will choose the color scheme as per your artistic taste. That we just discussed, every person will have a different pull towards how they will use the colors. The wheel will have warm colors on one side and cool colors on the other side. So when you add red in a photo, what do? You cut the cyan. This is just a base that I'm giving you. When you're using Photoshop, have you noticed when you're moving the reds towards one side, you're cutting the blue and you're adding the red, and when you move that cursor towards this side, the photo gets blue. Have you seen that? It's the same principle. Why only blue? Why not green? Because it's part of the color theory. It's the past part of the color wheel that we have. Now this is an example of a black and white monochrome color scheme. Can you see the colors over here? They are in one single tone. Over here, everything that I used was in the color brown. So this is a brown backdrop, brown fur, brown basket, and because the baby's skin is little reddish, so when I converted this image to black and white, it appeared like this. But had I used different colors over here, it would not have looked the same. This is again a monochrome color scheme. Can you see only one color is being used? Gray. The different shades of gray is being used. This is an analogous color scheme. Analogous means using the colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel, like pinks, mauve pinks and pinks, or using yellow and green yellow, or using reds and oranges together. So if I talk about this image, what do we have? Pinks and violets. So they are analogous colors, and this is an analogous color scheme. Can you see how pleasing this looks? Yes. The next is again analogous color scheme, and over here we are using the yellows and greens. Similarly, this is a complementary color scheme, but over here we have multiple colors. I showed you this something like a split complementary, wherein you are using, like 3 colors together. So yellow, blue and red. It's also the dress of Snow White, and that has also been done with a purpose. So when our artists were making all this, they have considered the color theory, and they have carved out beautiful characters in the past using this, so that it looks appealing, so that it registers in our mind. So only few things that I would like to add. So whenever you are planning the setup, you keep in mind what the baby's outfit color is going to look like, and then you try to weave in all the colors together with it. Like today we are doing a pink wrap, and have you seen I have used the violet color along with that? And also, can you see the backdrop? All the colors are coming together when we are mixing everything in today's backdrop. We have different shades of pink going on. If I talk about the beanbag setup, we have a light pink shade in it, right? So the light pink wrap and the light pink backdrop, it's like a monochrome tone over there. And on my backdrop, which one I have? I have an analogous theme today. So you got an idea how we create the setup using the color wheel theory. This was about today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial vlog about color theory, wherein I covered in detail about the different color schemes that we have and how you can choose a color scheme that you're going to pick for your photo shoot. I covered all these details with detailed examples, and I really hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please feel free to use the comment box below and let me know your questions in the comments. I will be happy to answer them. And if you would like to learn in person newborn photography in my studio, then please feel free to use the information provided in the description box to reach out to me, and I'll be happy to help you with the next dates of our workshop. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time with many more such videos very soon. Till then, bye bye and take care.